everybody's having a nice Sunday evening. And is this? This is the first Sunday night chat of the year, because last weekend I was still sort of in holiday mode in Sunday night, and I think I was just too comfortable and didn't go live. So this is the first live Sunday Night Chat live this year. So hi Janet, how's everybody been? Do let me tell me about your week. How, what have you been doing? What's been up? Like, tell me like what beading you have been doing, or any other crafts, or what. Just tell me what's going in your life, so we can have a nice little chat. I just sort of hate to just to chat to myself. So do let me know, what have you been up to? I really, really enjoyed this morning having Joe on Totally Beads. Good evening, Carol. I think that was really, really nice, and they will be sure more to come. I was quite nervous myself as well, because it's involving technology, and when the sound sort of didn't. Good evening, Anja. Good evening, Jiti. The sound didn't work properly. I was like, oh my god, what can I do? What can I do? What's gonna do? But I think it was the sort of, it was between me and Joe, because I can mute her, and she can mute herself as well. So every single time when I pressed mute, she she unpressed mute, and then she was still not talking. Then I was pressing the button, and she was pressing the button, and somehow we ended up like that. Good evening, Jackie. So do let me know what you've been up to, and what have you been doing. What have you been doing over Christmas? If you've been doing any crafting, if you have made anything, what's have you been doing? Lucy's saying, hi everyone, I'm so tired tonight and spent the day sorting out my bead storage and my craft room. Oh, bless you, I'm really tired as well. I was just sitting in the lounge, and I'm finishing one of the projects I'm doing, and I was like, oh, I don't know, should I go live? Should I not go live? What should I do? And I said to someone, you know what, I'm just going to 10, 15 minutes, 20 tops, really, 20 tops, and I'm going to go. Good evening. Alison is watching from YouTube. Pauline, hi Kitty and everyone. Minnie saying good evening, Kitty and Beaders. I keep forgetting I can push the comments on in there, so everybody to say good evening, Gemma. Gemma's saying she's been doing paper quilting today. So I got a paper quilting kit. Oh God, must have been about 15 years ago. It's in one of the drawers, one of the crafting drawers. I must really, really try that one, because I've seen, and especially lately, I've seen some really lovely pictures on Facebook, like people doing sort of not quite like a painting style, but like a mandala style pictures for the wall, and they look really, really great. Good evening, Camille. Good evening, Ruth. Teresa, been working on chainmail. Oh, I love a bit of a chainmail. I've seen so many lovely bracelets you put in the handmade group, what Sarah made with the pattern, what Sarah did. Good evening, Ed. Good evening, Dee, Sandra, Debbie, Amelia, Gwen. Sue's saying, evening, Kitty. I've been sorting out all my beads, getting ready to make some coasters. I'm also doing a bit of knitting and card making, so much to do. I need more hours in the day. Well, so I am with you. We definitely need more hours in a day, even if it's just another 4 hours or 5 hours. But if you get another 12 in, that would be amazing. I always run out of time and go to bed like extremely late, usually like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. And obviously in the morning we have to get up for the children and everything else, so then I go through the day like quite tired. But in the evening again, I do it. It's always one more row and one more row and one more row, and just do a little bit more, and before I know it, it's 12 o'clock or midnight again, and I must go to bed. Alison is saying good evening from Cape Town. Bless you. What's the weather in Cape Town at the moment? Because obviously we are in our winter now, so you must be in your summer. What sort of temperatures have you guys? Do cheer us up, because the weather was so bleak here where I was today, and it was pretty much overcast, and it was really, really cold. Janet is saying, today I was in Rome, Budapest and Lisbon. So do let us know, how did you do that? Did you travel, or was it a virtual travel, or how did you do it? I am intrigued. I need more information on this one. Victoria is saying she's been making some seed bead leaves. Oh, I love seed bead leaves. Do you use a wire technique, or did you use like a stitching, or how did you do it? Betty's saying, hello everyone, I had a 6.5, I would say, is it miles, a walk in the hills through the very deep snow with 2 dogs. I kept one on the lead in case I needed to pull that. Oh, bless you. I love it. Just going for a walk just really sort of clears your head outside in nature. We often, like, when I get home from work, I go down to the seaside and just go for a quick walk in the summer when the weather is really nice. Minnie's saying, I have been making crystal heart rainbow bracelets. Camille's saying, I was playing with my Christmas present, a nail art stencil kit. A bit messy, but looks good for some. Oh, bless you. I love a bit of nail art. I had one, I don't know, where is it gone actually, was it 3 or 4 years ago? I bought like a nail art kit for Lucy, and then we were going to do it together, and it had all sorts of different pencils and different bits of pieces in there. But actually, I don't even know where it went. It's in one of the secret place or safe place. Pauline is saying, finished a bracelet and made a pair of earrings with extra beads I had on my bead tray. Lucy's saying, I couldn't do chainmail that Sarah did this week. Going to try again though. I did that chainmail as well with some beads trapped inside it quite some time ago. And I can't. I do have some instructions, some PDF somewhere for it, somewhere on the computer, and it's quite easy to do. I think once you get going, but with that one, it's like getting started. Once you started, it will be easy, but it's just getting started. So you just really need to persuade yourself for those first few sort of rings to get together. Or could you post some pictures? I would love to see how you make them. What was that, Betty? What did you want the pictures of? Sorry, I got such a short fuse in my brain tonight. Julie saying, good evening, Kitty. Hello from all the cold Hickory in Leicestershire. Joe is here. Oh, hey, Joe. As you said, thank you again for this morning, but thank you for coming up. And I need more of you. Please, 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 like, come forward. I promise I won't bite. I won't bite anybody. I will take you by hand and walk you through it. Really, really easy. All you need is just a couple of devices. So you can have your phone, which is you point downwards to show your hand on the table. And then if you have a laptop or an iPad or something else, what we can have up here so we can see your face as well at the same. That's all you need, 2 devices. It can be 2 phones as well. So you could have maybe your phone and your friend's or husband's phone, or confiscate one of the children's phone will do as well. But that's all you need really to come on, and I will walk you through it and I would show you how to do it. It's really, really easy. So do let me know if you're interested, because I am looking for some people. I'm lining people up as we go along, because I was thinking to do this once a month, but I think it would be so nice to do it like every single Sunday, to have somebody different on the show. Alice is saying, I have made a few pieces of netted lace design and a right weave necklace, but there is no way I can make one in an hour, like 4 hours. Well, some things takes longer, and that's the beauty of it, that you can play with them longer. Had to leave this morning session early to help my friend as her son had taken an, oh no, I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Do let us know, Brenda, that how did it go? Because, like, you know, we do forget that, like, yeah, we do beading, but like loads of us, we do sort of have I'll call them like hairy moments when like, you know, you need to go and deal with something. So he's saying, oh yes, that's me, I do the same. I think that was about forgetting everything. And he's saying, evening, Kitty and everyone, no beading for me today. I've been for a walk baked wholemeal bread, knitted a couple of hedgehogs. Oh, bless you. I love to see your hedgehogs. You have to send us some pictures. So quite a productive day. Oh, I love hedgehogs. In the old house where we moved from, we used to have a resident hedgehog in the back garden, and he used to come, and we had like this big bush just outside of the back door, just sort of the end of the patio in the corner. And this hedgehog used to come and sleep under that bush, and he used to snore. He used to snore so loud that like if the conservatory, if the window was open, you would really, really hear them. Betty, it is French beading flower technique. Oh yes, the doing the flowers, the leaves. Oh yes. Oh, I love that. I always got one of those on the go, and I need to make another poinsettia, another couple of poinsettias. I want to do a wreath and I send it to a very dear friend in Hungary. So I got one in the go. Keep in a box. I got beads spin up, and when I got sort of half an hour, I can just sit down and make a few, and then put it back in a cupboard and take it out, make a few more petals or a few more leaves. And as I go, and by November, I'm hoping when I want to send it off, I'm going to have loads and loads of blooms that I can put on this wreath and send it to her. She's saying Sarah did it on the rose. While Kim is saying, evening everyone, I had obsessed with the hedgehog bracelet. I'm working on a number 4. Wow, I have a little growing colony going here. I love that bracelet as well. And somebody else asked like if you could do, if we can do a different version of it. So we did it with gemstone chips. I might go back and do something with crystals, because we got really nice new crystals in the warehouse, or might even be miracle bead or something else, because I love that technique. It's just so easy and so nice. It's so sort of fulfilling to look all those little fringes, and I keep sort of ruffling it when I got my one on. Andrew saying, I have been doing some diamond art this week. I love a bit of a diamond art as well. I got one on the go, which I quite sheepishly, I thought I did one in the summer because I thought I need to try this out. What's all the fuss about all this diamond art? And I need to try out. So I ordered myself a picture, and I made this picture, and it was like sort of a long, very long and thin picture to go above the bed. And when I finished it, I got it framed, and we tried it above the bed. It just looked like nothing. It wasn't enough really. So I got another one, and then I cut it up to little pieces. I cut the flowers and bits of pieces out, and then there's gonna have a few pictures dotted around it of that one. But I already did the crystal art on that one, the little ones. But unfortunately, I missed the framers again, because I finished it probably sometime in end of November, and they were shut down, and then they opened up, and then I just sort of coming up to Christmas, we were really, really busy. I didn't really have time. I'm gonna have to get this jumper off because it's so nice and warm in this room. I turned the heating up all the way and now I'm boiling. So I missed them, and then I said, oh, well, not a problem. I'll take it sort of start of January and get it framed so we can get it put up. But now they locked down again, so they're not working. So I have to wait and see what's going up on the wall. But in the meantime, I thought like, oh, well, I would like to, these were the round shaped ones, the round drills, and I really wanted to try the square drill ones. So I ordered this picture, which was like, I don't really know much about diamond art, to be honest, because this is like sort of the second, I'm considering this is the second piece I'm doing. They said it on the website, the bigger the better, the bigger the image, the bigger the picture, the better the image is, because you can see the colors and everything else much better. So the one I ordered was 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters, and it's a triple set. And I thought, well, look, that's not that big, like it's only about this big, yay big, like, I'll be done. So when it came, they are absolutely huge, 3 huge pieces. So I'm on the first one, and I'm about 35% through that one. But it's just like when you get it out, you can do it for a couple of hours and then have to put it away. And so yeah, so I really I enjoy a bit of that as well. But I think perhaps this one will be the last one I do, this triple set, and that's it. Oh, Jenna's saying, I found a company called Virtual Trips. They do tours all across the world. Tip supported. Do I have been treating myself and learning so much? I can thoroughly recommend it. Oh, wow. Do give us the link for that one because that sounds really, really interesting. So when you came up that you've been in Budapest, that obviously I'm from Hungary and Budapest is the capital of Hungary. So I was intrigued straight away that you were there. And let us know what have you seen. Betty's saying she will post them in the page. Nice work, Will. They look really good. Dean is saying, hi Kitty, how are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Yes, Lucy's saying, yep, the start is where I'm struggling. Won't give it up to yes. So once you go past that starter piece, it's gonna come together quite easily and quite quickly. You might have to start it out a little bit different way how Sarah started it out. Tina's saying that's the hardest bit. The start is always the hardest bit. I like to see how many leaves you're making or how many leaves you're making. Oh, Joe's saying she doesn't bite. No, I don't. I found it easier with the cord to support the link. So if you stiff something inside the jump rings, then it's easier to go around it rather than just having the links on their own. So try that, Lucy. Oh, and you're saying, oh, found the bag of sea glass. I had forgotten. I had. So going to have a play around next week with them. So I drilled some or not. Oh, bless you. We often like go down on the seafront and look for sea. Well, you don't really look for it. You just see it. And if you see some, we pick it up and we got like a jar in the kitchen and probably about that much is filled with sea glass. So the kids are well trained now when they go down the seafront. They have to find one. Can I put images here? I don't think you can put images here on the live, but you can put it in the handmade group. On the Facebook page. Daffodils for March. Is that for French beading? We got a big shipment coming in. I think Simon said to me, it's either one day this week or the day or the week after. And it has loads and loads of FGBC beads in it. Simon was looking through the invoice the other day, and he was like, "You ordered 2 tons of FGB?" I was like, "Yeah, they're for flowers." So we're gonna have loads and loads of different ones. Oh, Lucy popped the link up for the group, so do click on that one, and that will take you to the group, and then pop the picture in there. This sounds really good. I might have a look. Andrew's saying, oh, I just found you were on. So this is the first one this year. And last week I was still in a bit of a holiday mode. That was sort of the last night of the holidays. And I didn't come in, and I was very comfortable in the lounge just this evening as well. And I was like, oh, shall I come on? Shall I not come on? And I thought, like, I better go and come on, just have a little chat. Brenda's saying, I would like to suggest asking Oli Money to speak, and her makes is the community on Sunday. That would be really, really good because she puts up so much lovely piece of jewelry, what she makes. That would be really, really nice. So if you're watching, do send me a message and we will get you on there. Does that mean you will be opening some boxes with you like last week? Maybe, but I don't think we can. So last week we opened those 4 boxes and went through, and that took us like an hour. So I have to ask Simon how many boxes of this order, but I reckon, let me just find out. I'll find out for you because I want to know as well. Hold on, everybody. Simon, how many boxes is the shipment coming in? Is that right? So Simon is saying it's about 100 boxes coming in. So I could just get how many hours we'll be sitting there opening up all the 100 boxes. I sort of don't know because he gets all the shipping information because he's sort of he has to do all the stuff with obviously the customs and everything else. Ogenes is saying it's really excellent. I have been in Tokyo, Bangkok, Venice, New York, Tunisia. Amazing. There are also virtual trips. I would have to check that one out because that sounds really good. So how long does it so sort of a trip? How long does it take? Is it just for sort of 1 hour or how does it go? Do lessons? No, I'm really, really intrigued about that one. Victor is saying, I love wire wrapping sea glass pendants. Absolutely. Wire wrapping is so great for all of those shapes because when the sort of find the sea glass and pick it up, they're all sorts of different shapes, and there isn't that they you know there isn't uniformity in them. They're like all sorts of weird and wonderful shapes. Andrew is saying, would be lovely to do some beaded daffodils or tulips for the spring. I am 100% sure tulips were on the list and we got beads in for that. And I think daffodils were on the list as well. We had a list, like a really long list. There was about 20, 25 flowers on there. What we, like when we went through, like, shall we do this one or shall we do that one, or what we can do, which one is easier. I know she wants to do a sunflower. That was definitely on there. Peony, I really wanted her to do peonies because I love peonies, but she said you can't really because it's a very, very heavy flower. And there were so many other ones that we were going to try to do, but just one by one, I think we're just going to have to go through all of them. I can't copy the Facebook link. So if you go on Totally Beads and you press on to groups, or even if you go into, like, you've had me on my channel today. So if you go onto my page, which is Kitty Robinson Designs, and you press on groups, there's a little button right underneath. If you press on that one, which I think it says more, and if you press on that one, the groups comes up, and you press on groups and you will find it that way as well. Oh, Chef is saying, hi, Kitty. Chef is one of our local ladies. She's probably about a mile down the road. She's saying, hi, Kitty. Hope you are keeping well. I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to see you as well. It's just so nice to, it's just so silly. Like, you know, we are so close but so far apart, aren't we, with this lockdown? Oh, Lucy's put another link up and she's saying, hope it works. Janet is saying each trip is around 40, 50 minutes plus time for questions. That's really good. So, like, what, I suppose they take you around the city and show you all the different things. That's really good. I think I will have a look at that one. Because, but like Simon really likes his discovery things and his travel programs, and we do watch and follow like people who sort of go and do cooking around the world. I don't really want to say the names, but it's quite a few of them what we watch on a regular basis. I think it's just so interesting that different cultures do things differently, and all the, for me, like, because I look everything with a little bit of a designing eye, and all the different cultures like embrace different colors and different motifs and different design is just really, really interesting. Oh, Brenda's saying, miss you, chef. Janet is saying, I'm going to focus on jewelry making and total beads and armchair traveling in 2021. Well, this is the thing. If you're having fun, time flies when you're having fun, as they say. So we can't, this is the thing I read the other day. Don't worry about the things you can't control, and just don't worry about them, and just concentrate on the things what you can control. So just concentrate on your hobbies and do things, and the year is gonna flew by. Kitty will accept when she's off live. She's the only one that can do it. Oh, you sent a request to the handmade group. So it's not just me, it's actually the whole Totally Beads, whoever have. But let me just, I can go in right now. I can go in right now and go in the group. Just 1 second. Handmade. Where's Totally Beads? They usually post right here at the beginning, and I can just let you in there. But I usually go in there every single day and sort of just let people in. There is so many people in the handmade group. So I'm going here. New member request. There we go, Victoria Burke. There you go, lovely. You are in. So you can go in and have a look. We got, I don't even know how many we got. Does it tell you how many people we got in the 2,500 members? So there's 2,500 like-minded people who like jewelry making and all sorts of things to do with beads, and it's really great for inspiration to sort of see what everybody does. And no makes are sort of not good makes. Every makes what you can put there is really good, because don't forget, somebody else will be just a beginner and starting, and for them it's really crucial to see like really easy make and quick makes as well. Because if I wanted to learn cake, and I always say about cakes, because my grandmother, she was a head chef, and she used to do a lot of baking, and she used to make cakes for weddings and birthdays and all sorts of special occasions. Cake in Hungary is a really, really big thing, especially at weddings, because at wedding each family would have a really fancy cake made for the couple, and when you go to the wedding you have 50, 60, 70, 80 cakes. But what they do, they cut all the cakes up, and in the end of the evening you get a box of sort of various cakes to take back home with you. So that's sort of what they do over there. And my grandmother used to bake for weddings a lot. Like in the summer she would be there baking 4, 5, 6 cakes a weekend for various events, because weddings are usually on Saturdays in Hungary. And I always bring sort of cakes up, because I'm okay with cooking, and I just sort of I call myself an experimental cooker, because I sort of like, yeah, let's chuck yay begin, and let's put a couple of pinches in there, and I don't like to measure things out. And obviously in cakes, the main thing is that you have to measure out everything down to the last gram to succeed. And I think that's why I'm not really good with caking, but cake decorating as well. You can see some of the cake shows, they have so wonderful pieces of cakes. They're like so yummy. They are so life realistic. Like some people make like whole people. And when we the last cake because when we do NEC, usually the cake show is next door, and I often just pop in there to have a nose around. Like they had the war horse, they made a big horse out of cake, so you can do so much with cake. So I always take cake as an example. So if I just wanted to make a Victoria sponge, probably I am that level. But if you presented me with pictures of like really fancy cakes with roses on and all sorts of different decoration, it would sort of frighten me, because I wouldn't know where to start, and I'm not really good with sort of marzipan, forming the marzipan into different shapes either. And there is so many hints and tricks in cakes, because there is molds, there is you can just roll things on there and it turns into little flowers. So there is so many quick tips that you can make very professional cakes very easily. But because I'm a beginner, I don't know about those techniques. So the looking at a really difficult cake might frighten me. But if somebody just put in front of me a carrot cake or a sponge cake or something what I think I can achieve, then I would be quite happy to look at that and even give it a try. So that's what I'm saying. In the handmade group, just put anything in there. It doesn't have to be like something really difficult. It can be the first piece of jewelry what you made. It sounds like a lovely idea. That's about the wedding in Hungary. Yes, that's always the case, and we've been like, but when you go to a wedding, it's not just have to sort out your clothes. You have to sort out what cake and I'm gonna think, and I'm gonna be baking it. And my cousin's wedding, she loves carrot cake, and this was 3 years ago, the one who I made the jewelry and the hairpiece for her as well, because she didn't want a tiara. She just wanted sort of a hairpiece to go on the back of her head. we made 200 cupcakes. I'm never ever gonna do it for anybody else, I think, because it took me a whole day to bake all these 200 cupcakes, carrot cupcakes, for her, and we were decorating them with the kids. And this was like Christopher was 7, so he was running around the room, running around the dining room, spraying the edible glitter everywhere, and like Lucy was just sort of wanted to take over and was pulling everything apart. So it's a bit of a stressful day, but we got it done. We got the 200 cake done. We had like little butterflies on the top. Now we only had butterflies because they were stamped. So all we had to do is roll the marzipan and stamp the butterflies out, and everybody thought it was amazing. So. Oh, Carol's saying, yes, I have seen those cakes at the NEC, amazing. Absolutely. They are really, really great. Alison's saying, I'm a retired baker, baked for about 30 restaurants, and you're absolutely correct. Everything has to be white. Perhaps that's why I've fallen in love with beading. Has anyone used German glass glitter? I'm not sure what you would use that one. Is that for resin? Or what would you want to use that one? I need a little bit more information on that one. Joe's saying, Kitty, stop talking about cake. I'm trying to diet. Yes, I need to go on a diet as well, because you know that feeling when in sort of Christmas and New Year's, I pretty much live in leggings at home and just sort of like a nice warm jumper, and that's it. And I had to. It was actually on Thursday when I was doing the live, and I had to. We were doing the unboxing, and I was like, have to stand up. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put on a pair of jeans. I can't go down in my leggings like you're gonna see. At the moment, I could be wearing leggings, you wouldn't know, but I had to put a pair of jeans on, and I was pulling my jeans up. I was like, please, please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. But it was fine. It fit. It was not, no. I didn't. Usually I do put white on a Christmas, and this time I didn't. So I was really happy about that one. But yes, I do need to go on a diet as well. But I don't really know what diet. I tried and did so many different diets. So I think the next one I'm going to do, I really need to. I'm quite fancy. I did the caveman diet before, which was really, it's really hard to start on with it, but once you get going with it, it's quite easy. That is basically cut out gluten, you cut out milk, you cut out sugar, and cut out loads of different bits of pieces. You mainly eat sort of fish, meat, and vegetables, and that was really good for me. It made me sort of be much more energetic, and probably that's the only diet I stuck to it for 6 months. So that's and you can make carrot cakes with almond flour. You can have chocolate mousse with coconut milk, so you can do a lot of different things in there as well. Lucy's saying, I only like eating cake, not baking cake. Yes, same here as well. Mona's saying, I love baking cakes. And just saying, thanks, I will try, and I got it on my tablet, has not got a computer, sounds really good. Victor is saying, talking about cakes, I had fun making the 12 woos for my granddaughter. Oh, bless you. Seafood diet. Yes, exactly, Brenda. I'll do that all the time. Seafood diet. That's the best one to do. You seafood and you eat it. Just saying, that's me. Yeah. So I think, like, you know, if you like me, and I always had problem with my weight, I always had extra weight on me since I was, I don't know, a teenager. As a child, I was really, really thin, probably as thin as Lucy, very, very thin. And I think as I hit puberty and the hormones kicked in, I went on the sort of a chubby side, and I'm never going to be size 8 or 10. So I'm just sort of happy myself, because there's no point to put myself through all sorts of different diets and be miserable. So I see. I think, you know, I need to be good. Another thing I used to do, which I really liked as well doing, is just sort of getting back into the habit. So I used to be really good from Monday to Friday, and think about it, that's how I grew up, and that's sort of the diet we used to have when I was a little kid, that you were eating sort of really good from Monday to Friday. You had the structural sort of breakfast, lunch and dinner, and at the weekend that's when you would have a dessert. At the weekend that's when you would have like an apple pie or a piece of cake, or at the weekend where you would have sort of like a bigger dinner and enjoy it. And that's sort of that, I like doing that as well, because that just sort of gets me in, like, no, I won't have that glass of wine, I have one on Friday or Saturday night. I won't have that piece of cake, I have one on Sunday. Because if I know that I can have one at the weekend, then I don't crave it so much during the week. I hope that makes sense. We have a fat Saturday every week. I love it. That sounds really good. Yeah. So like on the weekend, you would get you would be allowed to have a takeaway, or that's when we would do something. When I'm done with chemo, I'm back to Slimming Bird. I did used to do Slimming Bird before as well. It wasn't really for me, and I think it's not so much, I guess, the whole diet about it. I didn't they have got some really nice recipes, and I actually love the Slimming Bird, or is it Weight Watchers? No, I think it's Slimming Bird. Iceland do their frozen meals, and they're really really good because they're all about 400 calories. And when we do work late, or if you work late at the warehouse, I do usually get those and just keep them in the freezer because they're really easy, and they're quite enjoyable. They're quite nice taste. So I do like that one. But with Slimming Bird, I just didn't get the whole, like, um one week they would tell you, oh, well done, you lost a pound, and next week, like, oh, I'm really disappointed in you, like sort of they're talking to you as you're a child. And like, I just don't know, it just really wasn't for me. So I don't know, maybe I just don't like to be accountable. Maybe that's it, I don't know. Be happy in your skin, that's it, Betty. Like, that's what counts, I think. Like, if you're happy in your skin, that's what's count. Alison saying diets are nonsense. They only work for the time you are on, and then you become totally dependent and put the weight back on. Exactly. So I did that so many times. I lost 2 3 stones. I was really good, and then they sort of came back. Right, I'm gonna go. I need to finish the little star I'm working on here. And I said to Simon, I'm only going to be 10 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. So look, this is like almost 7:45 already. So he's saying, I agree, Betty. So I hope every one of you have a lovely, lovely week. I'll be back next Sunday evening here. Don't forget, Sarah is live tomorrow at 10. What she's doing? She's doing the window decoration, and then she's doing some little plant pot decorations as well tomorrow. And it's gonna be on Tuesday, and we're gonna talk. Leanne is gonna be here with me again. We're gonna talking about photography, and just, it's nothing really much to it, to be honest, but just give you a few good tips to how you can jazz up your pictures a little bit more, rather than just like photographing it full on, a little bit flat, just to make them a little bit more interesting. So that's that. I'll see you all on Tuesday on Total Beats. Right, everybody, have a lovely, lovely week, and keep safe. Everybody, keep on beating, keep on crafting. Bye, everybody.